$100,000. Is that cap or is Pokemon really like big money like that?
You know what? Here's the crazy part. One, that's the low end of Pokemon cards. You got to understand. They use what's the term? The merchandise. They use the term merchandise. Why? Because Pokemon cards are the modern day cocaine.
Welcome back to the show. Call Me on Speaker, where we talk about the hottest stories in the world. I have a very special person on the line today, close personal friend of mine, stand-up comedian. You've seen him all over the place. Soon you'll see him all over the world. And in Nigerian, I believe they call him Chief Daddy, Mr. Alex Babbitt.
What's up? Hey, gang. You know, shout outs to the motherland. They love me over there.
They love him everywhere.
Yeah, come on, man. I'm the father of all the motherlands. That's crazy. That's wild. I'm just trying to get people pregnant. That's kind of my goal. What's up with you, Aaron? How you doing?
Yo, I'm good. That's a good one. The father of all of the motherlands. That needs to be on a t-shirt immediately.
Yeah, bro. I'm the originator's father. You know what I'm talking about? Come on, lead the child. This is just what happens when you get one woman pregnant and you're just like, I kind of like this. Let me do it again.
Oh no, he's turning to Abraham. He shall go forth and multiply.
Me and Nick Cannon, I'm coming for your ass, bro. Pause.
That's like a comedian thing. It's like once you guys get a little bit of attention, like there's a whole like schoolhouse full of children.
Yep, it's all Babbitts. A bunch of niggas with shitty vision. Everybody.
I can't wait till like 45 years from now when my kids have to go to the Babbitt pharmacy and shop at the Babbitt grocery store and go get their taxes done at the Babbitt accounting.
Yeah, because Babbitt's one of those brands and names that like I'm putting on the map. I know I am.
Yeah,
so it's like, all right, whatever. If you see Babbitt in the future, no, it's one line.
Yeah, no, I'm not shocked. I wouldn't be shocked at all. I expect to see them everywhere. Speaking of everywhere and creatures that are everywhere, Pokemon, global sensation, worldwide domination. But I got a crazy story for you because I saw this the other day and I was like, yo, Babbitt's a Pokemon fan. We have to talk about this. This happened in the city. All right, so I got an article from NBC News. Manhattan Pokemon store says robbers took off with $100,000 in merchandise. And to give you a little bit of detail here, right, it says 3 people robbed a Manhattan Pokemon store, pointing pistols in the faces of customers and using a hammer to break display cases. No one was hurt in the robbery that occurred at Poke Court on 13th Street. Security footage shows robbers wearing all black and one using a hammer to smash open a display case as customers and employees are in the store. Another one of the robbers points a handgun in the faces of some customers. They don't know exactly how much was taken, but they said that around $100,000 in merchandise was stolen. So I guess my first question to you is $100,000. Is that cap or is Pokemon really like big money like that?
You know what? Here's the crazy part. One, that's the low end of Pokemon cards. You got to understand. They use, what's the term? The merchandise. They use the term merchandise. Why? Because Pokemon cards are the modern day cocaine. You got to understand that's what it is, bro. It's real life. Look up the price of like because I looked it up earlier today. I was like, yo, what's the price like a kilo of cocaine? On average, it's like $20,000 to $70,000. Right?
Got you.
Right? A low end holographic Blastoise card, $50,000, bro.
Damn. So wow.
Yeah, if you got like an OG holographic Blastoise, don't get. And if you got a holographic Charizard, that was the one that what's his name bought. Was it one of the Logan brothers? They bought that shit for $4 million, bro. What's wrong with you? You wouldn't do that for any other product? Why would you have a store like that? That's crazy, though.
That's insane. So $100,000 worth of Pokemon merchandise could have been just like one card.
Yes.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's such a like. I'm not saying I don't condone crime, but it's an efficient crime to try to commit because it's the only crime that like you don't need a lot of things to travel with that. You know what I mean?
True, because cards are small. You can fit them in your pocket. They have backpacks. These guys had like those like trendy like bro. They look like such high school kids. That like
Because they are.
that's wild.
And you can't tell, like, because think about trading cards and stuff like that when you're robbing. The people don't know the value. And all you got to do to look like you didn't steal them is go buy some recent Pokemon cards.
Got you.
You know what I mean? If you already got a deck of some cards, like, it's going to take them mad long to go through them cards anyway. Just hide them. You good. You can hide them in plain sight. Because everybody doesn't know what cards are worth what. You good, bro. It's a perfect crime. Did they get caught? You know?
All right, so here's the rest of the story. No one has been arrested, police said. And then the story goes on to just talk about other Pokemon card robberies across the country. December 2nd, LA Sports Cards in Burbank lost about $100,000 in merchandise in a robbery. And then in West LA, a group of robbers held up a single customer who was leaving a card store and stole his entire Pokemon collection valued at around $300,000.
Damn, yeah. And the messed up part is you can just hide the product amongst some other kids, right?
That's savage.
Huh?
That's savage. You can't do that.
Yeah, because think about it. You can get the kid real hyped. You get him hyped. You be like, all right, hey, nephew, I got you all these Pokemon cards. Oh, thank you so much. Then the cops come, they want to take the cards from the kid. He's like, no, why y'all taking my cards from me? Now you got a kid crying. No one likes videos because you got to do things that protect you from body cam footage. And if you see a kid crying and the cops stealing his Pokemon cards, no matter what's going on, everybody looks wrong. It's perfect. It's genius.
That's actually that's 100% true. That's crazy. That's like
yeah, bro.
When you think about, because I remember this kind of like reading that story gave me flashbacks to like when we were kids and people would battle each other and then take their Pokemon cards like as victory prizes, and like the emotional pain and devastation when like a kid would like lose his Charizard or his Blastoise in like a middle school lunchroom Pokemon battle. And I remember there was a time where a kid actually like cried about it after the fact, and Pokemon cards were temporarily banned from the school.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that. The Pokemon cards and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. See, I was one of those people that I invested in Yu-Gi-Oh because I thought they were going to be the bigger brand. So I got a shit ton of Yu-Gi-Oh cards with little to no value. So I get it, bro. It's rough for a lot of people to try to kind of, especially when you're a kid, because you're sitting there like, yo, that is worth everything. Trading cards, when you're a little kid, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing's more valuable.
Yes, especially like as a child, these are your possessions. You're like emotionally invested. But I'm thinking about this grown adult who got robbed for his entire, like they said they got robbed for his Pokemon collection. I'm assuming like that's like his prize, $300,000. That begs the question, should Pokemon trading card collectors be out here moving like drug dealers? Do they need to be strapped up?
Yeah. Should we give them guns?
Or do they need private security? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're walking around with a $300,000 Pokemon collection, shouldn't you be moving like somebody who's walking around with a $300,000 anything?
So I think yes, but because it's Pokemon, I feel like the robbers and the people with the cards should be whimsical with their weapons. So it's like, okay, cool. You want to steal Pokemon cards? You should steal it like the people from Pokemon. So you should get like a flamethrower, a big ass bazooka, like a water gun though. You know what I mean? Like use items, basically steal like your Team Rocket. You should dress like them, bring a cat with you, and then the same thing. Use flamethrower and burn these niggas to the ground. That's wild.
That's wild. That's actually hilarious. That's
You should carry a taser at least. You should carry a taser. Thunderbolt.
Yo, that's wild.
I think that'd be really fun. Like, if you're gonna do a silly crime, you should go out in a silly way.
I agree with you. You know, it's funny because I was gonna ask you like about these particular individuals, and I was gonna ask you, are YNs the new Team Rocket?
I think they've always been the old Team Rocket. When you think about it, Team Rocket was a bunch of young niggas just stealing things that were open in the world. They just didn't want to train.
That's it. They didn't want to work for anything, so they stole the Pokemon. And it's the same thing with these kids. They didn't want to earn the cards, so they stole them. That's wild.
Because there's competition. Just like Pokemon is correlated to real life. Just like the Pokemon universe, there's competitions where you could win. You could go. They could easily sign up to Comic-Con. Because essentially what this is really saying is nerds have become the new criminals.
Or
right?
Is that true? Because do you actually think that these kids that stole the Pokemon cards stole them because they themselves are into Pokemon, or do you think they just did it because of the cash value?
Hey, bro, I think they're into. I think to a degree, you have to be into it to have the gall to steal them.
Got you.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's like, because you know what it is? Pokemon cards, although popularized, are not like drugs where the hoes like it.
Got
you know what I mean? So it's not glorified enough for you to say like, oh, I'm just into this because I heard it in a song or I saw it in a movie. These are all the originators. These are the first people stealing Pokemon cards. This is generation one of Pokemon criminals.
This is new. You're 100% on that. So, all right, because we're getting close to the end of the segment, I want to wrap it with this question. We all saw the video of what happened in that Pokemon cafe. What would you, Alex Babbitt, have done if you were in that room when this took place?
What position did I play? The thief or just I was watching?
That's an even better question, honestly. What were you doing in there, Babbitt? What were you
up to? Thing. If I'm watching with the gun, of course, I'm like, I'm gonna keep my distance. That's the honest answer. But if I'm thieving, I go, who am I? Because if I'm the bad guy, I'm slipping one card in my sock. Like, I'm gonna be real strategic with like, oh, okay, I like this card, bam, because I actually know Pokemon, so I know what card is worth what. I'm slipping one in my bag, and honestly, going to change my clothes and going to sit in the park. I'm just gonna sit in the park because it's the type of crime where for real, they don't know. You all kids, how you gonna get me? I would walk into a public school and just go to class, just look like a regular, you know what I mean, like a regular kid. That's what I would do, to hide in plain sight, bro. But if I was just watching people rob her, if I could tell somebody's eyes and they look sensitive in their eyes, I would try to whisper, hey, bro, just throw me one. Just throw, please. I got a family. That's all I would say.
You would try to negotiate with the robbers to get like one decent card out of it, just slide one my way?
Yeah, bro, you don't need all them cards, dog. Just give me one. Give me one. And I wouldn't sell it for mad long, for OD amount of time. I literally tell my kids, do not sell this shit. So I put a little sticky note. Someone stole these. Don't sell it for a really long time. Like, pass the law. Wait, is there a statute of limitation? I got so many more questions.
I don't know.
My family's here. All right. I do got to wrap this, but any more questions, brother?
No, next time we'll find out what the statute of limitations is on Pokemon card theft. Thank you so much for pulling up, Alex Babbitt. We appreciate you having me on the show. Call me on speaker. You already know what it is. And stop stealing these Pokemon cards. It's ridiculous.
Unless you bring them to my house. But I feel you, bro. Yo, love you, man. I appreciate you having me. Thanks a lot. I'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later. Peace.